one day I had the chance to get the USB, including South Korean dramas and American movies from my close friend. And I started watching it very secretly and with the illegal way. It is illegal to watch it in North Korea.
Freedom issues my entire life.
People forget that there are lots of people being tortured, executed. I don't even think like I'm thankful. I'm saying like, well, damn, finally.
Greetings, I'm Casey Lartigue, and this is Workable Words. This is a channel and a podcast, I guess, where we talk about words that can inspire people into action. And today, we're going to be talking to her name is Eunhee Park. She escaped from North Korea, and it takes real courage to escape from a country like that where, you know, family and others could be punished because of what you do. So we're going to talk to her about workable words today. And the first, okay, I guess I should explain a little bit about you first. So she escaped North Korea in 2012, arrived in South Korea. So she's been living in the world of freedom now for almost 9 years. Be the 10th anniversary next year. Congratulations. And so, first of all, welcome.
Thank you so much for inviting me here. I don't know, I'm a capable person to be here as a workable words person.
Yes.
But let's figure it out.
Okay. Well, the question I like to ask people is, are your words workable? Do you say things that you think can inspire other people?
I can say yes, because my story of escaping is make people active and also emphasize what we had to face our lives for freedom. So I can say, yep, my works was to what is the word? Words? My words
Workable.
work. My words workable.
My words are workable.
Yeah, my words of workable.
Yes.
Okay. I'm still learning English. It's, oh my god, so complicated language in this world. But I'm okay to communicate, but I'm not a perfect English speaker. So please understand.
Okay. All right. So then what are you doing these days?
I'm a student who studied business administration and fourth year, so last year of my university. And also I'm a YouTube creator who owns my channel named Eunhee from North Korea, and I'm a public speaker. So I gave a talk about my stories and about North Korea to the global audiences and at schools to students. Yeah, that is what I'm doing. And I'm working as a Development Coordinator of Freedom Speakers International, which is a non-profit organization for engage with the North Korean defectors who live in South Korea.
All right. So you escaped from North Korea. Was there something in particular that inspired you to do that?
Yep. If I say my reason, some people might criticize me, oh, that is too superficial things. And some people emphasize what I had to make my life because of that. So I will tell you what makes me to decide to leave my country. That is the freedom of expression, especially as a woman. I want to be pretty woman and express my beauty in North Korea. However, in my growing up, I had bigger dreams about freedom. Secretly, I had watched many South Korean dramas and American movies. I wanted to have long hair or even dye my hair to different color. Former homeland, there is no freedom of speech, no freedom expression, and anything that is always allowed to, to make my lives based on the government, based on Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, Kim's dictators. So when I walked my street, I had to be careful what kind of clothes on, and there is a policy to check what kind of hairstyle you have, what kind of clothes you put on. So many times I got punished because of the clothes I wore. and all the time I had to look at on the street whether there is a police to check the woman's hairstyle and fashion style, and it happened many times. And one day I had the chance to get the USB, including South Korean dramas and American movies, from my close friend, and I started watching it very secretly and with the illegal way. It is illegal to watch it in North Korea, and I noticed that there is a completely different world exists where I live. And the woman in the drama is so free, like a long hair and with the beautiful hair colors. In North Korea, there is no hair salon to provide to dye your hair. But in the drama, it's a completely different world. And there is no one to control your hairstyle and your freedom of speech. And I want to talk about why I have to, live with that oppressive way to live as a human being. There is no protection. There is no law for making our voices. So yeah, one day, because of that USB and DVD, including medias from other countries, realized that, okay, I need to go to free country to be a human being, natural human being who deserve the basic human rights.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say that if you're someone out there who's criticizing somebody for the reason they escaped from North Korea, you are an idiot. And I'll put it to you like this. Because, yeah. Well, okay, so I'm the co-president of Freedom Speakers International. We've had more than 460 North Korean refugees participate in our program. I've heard all kinds of stories about why people chose to escape. One lady escaped because she heard opera and she wanted to be able to sing that kind of music. There's one young man, he escaped because his father was eating watermelon and told them about this delicious thing in South Korea that he was eating. Other people, because of so many different reasons. So
there is one defector actually escaped from North Korea because of dildo.
What? So if you're out there saying like, oh, I can't believe you escaped because of fashion, you are an idiot. Okay? All right. Okay.
Yeah, since we were born, we had to be controlled to wear what kind of clothes you are on and what kind of statements you say. And I always say this: we have to be controlled and oppressed, spiritually and physically. How can you think about more when you cannot control your body by yourself?
Yeah. Well, in this COVID age, I bet there are lots of people saying, I wish I could just do this. I wish I could do that. But right now they can't. So they probably feel more of that feeling. Well, you say you have a YouTube channel. You have 2 YouTube channels. I wonder about the kinds of different responses you get from people.
So from Korean channel, mostly also many people left very beautiful comments, and some people I think five people who have big hearts send me the money for as the scholar supporting, because I have no family members in South Korea and I'm studying by myself, so I had to feed myself and also I had to study. So since my viewers watch my YouTube channel, 5 the donators send me the money to continue to study to make this world better. So I am very grateful, and the others from the Korean channel makes me so sick and hurtful, broken my heart, because some people say that go back to North Korea. If you know that freedom, why don't you fight in North Korea? And we pay the tax for North Korean defectors, and don't say about bad things of the South Korea. You just have to enjoy this given freedom. When I saw that kind of comments, it broke my heart.
Yeah. Well, so to that kind of person, I would say, how much have you paid in taxes? I'd like to send you the money back. Okay, because it's not that much money. Okay, you're probably exaggerating how much money you think you actually pay. So
yeah, it's just so they are living in miserable lives and they want to criticize us, and sometimes they are so jealous of our lives who can, speak in English and on the global stage as a North Korean born to born in North Korea, like a born person,
Born in North Korea.
born in North Korea. So I think, but I am trying to avoid that kind of comments. But no, it affects me a lot.
So they are usually professional trolls. So that's what they do.
Yeah.
So, I know it's easy to say to move on because I get those occasional comments and I just move on. So, so we got some idiots out there. We know that. But there must have been some people inspired in a positive way. Not only to donate to you, to support you, but maybe they've inspired to do some other kinds of action.
Yeah, from my English channel, mostly 90% my viewers send me beautiful comments about freedom. They redefined by themselves because of my story. And before, mostly people say that before I never thought about my freedom is guaranteed. But since I heard your story, since I listened to North Korean defectors, the stories, I realized that how much I am guaranteed because with the given freedom. So I have to protect my freedom, and I will also fight for my freedom and your freedom. That made me so powerful, and that made me alive in this world.
Great, but I'm going to push you a little. Have any of them done anything?
Yes.
Like what?
So since I'm at TNKR, which is now FSI,
Freedom Speakers International. Okay.
My English was just so basic level. I couldn't hold the conversation with Casey, and at the time I didn't want to speak about my story. I was so ashamed of my identity as a North Korean. Majority people in South Korea criticized us based on our background. No one can choose the birthplace, but they criticize, and what can I do? And I was just so miserable, and I didn't want to talk about my background again. I just wanted to forget all of my past, and I just move on to live my new life in South Korea. However, since I met volunteer teachers with the TNKR, I realized that, oh my God, there are lots of people who are willing to help North Korean refugees. Instead of thinking and just criticizing North Koreans are from poor country and get our taxes and live freely. So I wanted to give back something. That's why I dedicated to learn English, and one day I want to be on the global stage to speak about my people who live under the dictatorship. So I set up the fundraising, and I got about
$3,000.
Yeah.
I think almost $3,000. So, and I just want to say, this lady's from North Korea, and she's raised about almost $3,000 for our organization. As far as I know, North Korea doesn't really have like civil society where you take care of strangers, you take care of people that just you want to join a cause and support it. So but not only that, she is also an advocacy fellow for Giving Tuesday Korea. So you promote the idea of generosity.
As
giving.
you know, in North Korea, no one can share your generosity with others except in dictators. No one can be generous with the others. Just only you have to thankful for what our leaders do for his people. So I never had experience of volunteering and help others. However, in this society, every individuals can attribute to your ability and talent for others. It was amazing, and that is the world all of North Koreans have to live. But still 25 million people live from the oppression. It's just so miserable, and that we have to fight for that.
All right, so again, this is Workable Words, so we talk about words that lead to action.
Sure.
Who inspires you?
Oh, I can say it's different from 2 years ago and now. So 2 years ago, I was in Australia as a working holiday the person, and at that time I lived with 16 people from 12 countries, and one of my friends from Argentina and turned on the Netflix, and I started watching the Tony Robbins documentary. Who was gigantic guy and with the husky voice and talk about his story, which is very miserable in his child, like with the abused mom and that kind of things. But now he is the international, very inspirational speaker and also entrepreneur and author, and encourage people, lots of people who are struggling in their lives and help them to live with happiness. And I had a picture of me. One day I wanna be on the stage that kind of person like Tony Robbins. Even though he's gigantic, I'm very small. Compare him, I guess 150 centimeter, but I can have a bigger voice than my physical. And yeah, I got inspired by his story and his work. And that's why I just put on my effort to learn English. Okay, I needed English to speak about. I want to target global audiences, not Korean audiences. That's why I did. And now I had several people. Some people like Jay Shetty, who was previous monk and very insightful person, very deep thinker. That's why I like him. And Tom Villeneuve, who is entrepreneur. Since I was in Australia, I watched his YouTube channel every day from 8 a.m. Since I just woke up, my daily life, my routine is turn on the computer and watch and listen his podcast. Because there are lots of motivational stories, what billionaires work on for their lives and help others. So yeah, that kind of person. And Casey Lartigue, who is dedicated person just to make this world better, especially with the North Korean defectors. Not a talker, he is a doer. He's just focused on the doing something for people. He's not a criticizer. Whatever other people do, I do my work. That is what I like.
Wow. Quote that. Amazing. Okay. Wow. I feel so inspired by those words.
I'm so lucky that I have you in my life because all the time I learned many things that I can use in my reality. That is very practical advice from you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I don't know if you know, but you inspire people. And not just the people commenting on your YouTube channel,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I mean, we've had a number of North Korean refugees who've joined our program, and they say they learned about us because of Park Eunhee.
Wow.
They're talking about us, and also just from seeing what you're doing, that you're speaking so bravely on the international stage. So you've also inspired people with your words.
I wish.
Workable words.
Workable words.
Workable words. All right, fantastic. All right, well, thank you so much. Is there a final thing you want to say?
As I mentioned about Casey Lartigue, who is from America, which I learned about, it's a very evil country and American bastards. But now I can say American angel, who is sitting down next to me and make a world beautiful, and especially with North Korean defectors. He gave the opportunity, he gives opportunity, still is going on. So I can say he gives lots of opportunity to North Korean defectors who want speak about their stories in this world. So please subscribe and engage with us. And also subscribe my channel. I think even though you don't donate a lot, I think just tag North Korean defectors, tag Casey Lartigue, and share this video with your family members is also one of the way we can, engage with North Korean people and engage with us.
You've been advocacy fellow for my channel. All right.
Sure. I'm happy to do that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. This has been Workable Words with Casey Lartigue, and this time with our special guest, Eunhee Park. As she said, you can find her at Eunhee from North Korea. her English channel and YouTube channel. I'm sure you can also find her Korean one if that's your language. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me and speak about my stories.
All right.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.